Howdy everyone, this is Mopbot, this is the Diamond Society, and welcome back to episode number 92. We're here at the Hogwarts Castle. Everything is looking fantastic. Just logged on in the middle of the day, and I could not be more pleased with seeing this area. Really do like this area. Been doing a little bit of work in between episodes here, just getting some small tasks done. Let's try to get up. Oh, you know what? That's close enough. Let's just chuck one up there. Take a look. Whoa, okay, lag. Let's take a look down there. Yeah, very small change, but that was real dark before, and I think that's where a lot of mobs around the base have been coming from. That's all lit up now, so we may do something with that, potentially just carry the forest back there. It's not really big enough to actually build anything, but anyway, I've been doing some real work over here. So this is the Hogsmeade area. Whoop, oh, there we go. We almost hit it. Get it started. There we go. One more time. One more pearl. There we go. So over here is the Hogsmeade area, and I've just kind of added a path in there that goes and wraps around the farm right up to here. So we had this in before. I just continued the path right over there to where the village starts, and then this goes on up here. This has previously been a community build area, and it still is a community build area. Anybody is welcome to come over here. Okay, now we're down here and contribute to this area. Very pleased with the fact that people have already started adding stuff in. So we got 3 builds already, and I don't think I've really showcased any of them. We've got this one over here, which I believe is Ollivander's Wand Shop, which is really cool. You go in here, you pick all your different materials for it, and then you get a wood. You can also place, you get a wand rather. You can also place a custom order, which is very, very cool. Really happy to see that the community has been working over here. We've also got this one as it's getting dark, which is actually brings me to another point. I've added those jack-o'-lanterns with the leaves over them all over here because it was very dark before. Then there were just a bunch of torches spammed everywhere. Now it's looking much cleaner. This will get cleaned up in this episode as well. We'll make it look all pretty and stuff. This one's very cool as well. It is a costume shop, and then that comes with mob heads. There's also potions over here, which is super neat, and a checkout counter on the right over there. And then finally we have an empty house. I believe it's empty at least, but it definitely fits in pretty nicely. So yeah, it does appear to be empty. I don't actually think I've gone up here, but yeah, it remains empty, but still, it's nice to see that it is here, which is totally cool. And I know there's at least one other project that has been marked off, but has never actually been started, so I don't know if that'll be put in or not, but still pretty cool. Hopefully it goes in there. Anyway, I've just stopped the path over here, kind of broke it up and everything, and then just have a blank area. So something may go in here. I'm not quite sure. It's kind of the perfect size for a building, though, so maybe something will. But anyway, let's start off up there, and thank you, Gexu, for sleeping. Let's just fly right back up there and take a look at what we've been working on lately. We've been over here. We built the cactus farm 2 episodes ago, and then we did the train station in the last episode. There is that little stuttering lag, I think, as we load new builds. Sometimes we get a little bit of jitter. But anyway, here is this, and boom, yeah, that is the train station we worked on in the last episode. If you have not caught it, go ahead back to the previous what do you call it? Go back to the previous video. There'll be a card at the end of the video, and go ahead and check out that because this was a really fun build to do. And we got this little tunnel here to go back off to the cactus farm. Anyway, yeah, this is all looking pretty fun, but on the outside of this, you can see, maybe we can see from down here, maybe you can't actually. Let's just do this. Let's hop right on up there. We could have gone through the path actually, but anyway, we can come up here, and these trees, yeah, you can barely even see them from the bottom, so we need to do something about that. I've got a custom design that I'm going to use, and I'm just going to replace all 3, pretty much the same design, I think, maybe varying heights slightly, not really sure, but I just want enough so that you can actually see it from the ground. But anyway, yeah, let's just pop through here, and that's going to go right down into the storage area for the cactus. You probably caught that. That was 2 episodes ago, but yeah, there's that, and it's even going into there, which is fantastic. But yeah, if we come through here, this is what's going to lead me all the way back there. Kind of a derpy shape and tunnel. We kind of had to go around the build that we had here, but anyway, didn't build the actual train. Wasn't really a whole lot of room for that, but still very proud of this place, and I might come back in here and actually add stuff onto the walls. Maybe banners or something, like a Hogwarts banner could be pretty cool. I'll see. I'll have to play around with it, but anyway, right now I just want to get those trees done, and then we can start focusing off in the in the Hogsmeade area. Well, now I don't quite know about this, but I think we're going to leave it for now. Try to do a Hogwarts banner, and it's definitely an H. The color scheme, the color scheme fits into the room, I'll say that. But yeah, it pops out really awkwardly, so I just kind of put some trapdoors around it. Like the design. Really don't like how it pops out like that. Maybe it's okay, but I can't bust through the wall like I was going to, because that's the same as those blocks out there. So yeah, I was gonna take this and just recede it into the wall, and it would have been flush with the wall, and that would have looked so much better. However, Yeah, it's not gonna quite work like that. Anyway, let's take a look down here. Let's go right on out to the cactus farm because I have also redone the trees up there. Ended up going with the same design for all three of them. I suppose I probably could have just broken a block here and there and added a little bit of variance. But anyway, so yeah, there they are. Almost kind of look like, oh man, what are the poplar trees? Is that what they're called? It's an actual kind of tree, and I actually kind of emulated that without really knowing it. So yeah, very basic shape. It's basically just a big egg on top of a stick. So fairly tall. I think you'll be able to see him pretty well from the ground. If we come on down to Ryman Nora's bridge right here, how high can we get? How's it look from there? You know, that fits. And as we get lower and lower, this bridge is like perfect for testing this out. Yeah, and as we get lower and lower, it totally keeps working. I need to fix a couple of spots right there. Yeah, and even till right here, you can continue. Oh, we don't want to see that. Let's come down here. Let's go down to the boardwalk. How does it look from the boardwalk? Can we even see it from the boardwalk? We can still see it. That is awesome. While we're over here, though, let's go ahead and take an Ender Pearl. Where are they? Oh, right here. Okay, let's go ahead and throw that over there because we also did some work in Hogsmeade. Did that? Oh, there we go. Can we get up? Not going to happen. Anyway, back over here. Let's take a look down because the road changed a little bit. So came over before, still rounds around the exact same way, but then that just darted off in a straight line and it looked really quite bad. Now we've rounded it a little bit more. Looks a lot better, and I feel like it actually gets too skinny right here. I think I kind of shorted myself here. Yeah, that block should be gone. At least that block should be something else. The goal here is that when you're just walking normally, like on a straightaway, it is 3. And then as you start to cut out, it's going to be 4 wide. Like right here, it's 4 across, 4 across. And then over here, it's 4 across. Right there, right there, right there. I think I botched that over here. There's 4 there, 4 there. That should be 3. That one should be 4. That one's correctly 4. So it's just that one block was actually making quite a difference. Okay, well, we'll fix that in a little bit. But anyway, that's all fixed now, and it's time to start doing some stuff for this area. So I haven't thought if I want to add any other buildings, but I think I'm going to do a design style that basically just allows me to add new buildings where I choose. So we'll probably just come through here. We're going to redo all the grass, add some custom blocks in there, and make it look all nice and pretty, throw in some bone meal, and it's basically something that I'll just be able to put a building on top of if I'd like to, and anybody else as well is perfectly welcome to just build on top of it. And that should work out pretty well once we get more buildings in, and then I'll probably do this a little bit down here. We can do more stuff like out here where there's wheat, so I'll probably do that like closer to the buildings, maybe sugar cane, I don't know about that, maybe a pumpkin patch and a melon patch, and we could even actually potentially we could carry this path out here over to here and then bridge across to this wonderful mystical land. Wow, this place is really incredible. Maybe we'll do that, maybe we won't. Not quite sure about that yet, but at least want to get some of this ground done. So yeah, it's probably going to be very close to how we had it up at the cactus farm. So we were just there. Let's fly back up there and take a look at it. There are those trees again. Yeah, those fit in really well. If I do custom trees in the future, I'm going to go with stuff like that for sure. I'm really in love with that type of tree. Yeah, so here we got like path blocks, we got gravel, we got coarse dirt, some of the green concrete, and yeah, that I think is it. Did I name everything? I believe I named everything. Okay, so those are the blocks we're going to be using, and then we'll also be bone milling up the area, so it should all look pretty cool. Might add some extra tall grass, not quite sure. Got to play with it a little bit and come up with something I hopefully really quite like. Well, I'm not quite sure when this was added. I'm pretty sure it's new since the last episode, but these trees have spread, and I'm pretty sure they haven't done it on their own. I believe Ethias has come back here, spread these trees around, which is fantastic. They go right up next to the building. Look at that. That is fantastic. Our two areas are conjoined a little bit closer now, which is super, super neato. And if we come around here, yeah, these are definitely extra. Now, I don't know what else he has planned for the grass. Maybe he'll do something more to connect the two areas, but even as is, it looks pretty cool. And speaking of grass, well, okay, well, we're not going to get up. There we go. Speaking of grass, we've done some work over in Hogsmeade. And if we come on over here, there we go. That is looking okay, I think. Now, I was going to add gravel, but I decided not to. I don't think it actually fit in too well, but we got the coarse dirt in there. We've also added path blocks in there, and I wasn't too sure about that because I was using path blocks over here for the paths to the buildings. But it's so much darker, I think it fits. Now, we've also chucked in some green concrete. That works pretty well. We left the leaves where they are. And then even added a spruce wood fence going along the side. Now, that looks pretty cool, and I think it adds a good separation between the two. And then added some street lamps. Kind of made it look like they're hanging, trying to make it feel like it would be like a witch's backyard almost, and like we just have kind of like hanging lamps. Anyway, they're at different heights, so getting some variation there, kind of just dispersed randomly out, as well as the fence is all broken up pretty much randomly. Oh, and look, there's a spare one. So that's the same style we're going to be keeping for the other parts of this. I'm thinking maybe of also adding a fountain right there. Not 100% sure. That hill's claimed there, so maybe that fountain would get in the way. Not quite sure. I mean, it can always be moved, but I think we'll probably just put it in for now and just see how everything's going. So I'm pretty pleased with the progress so far. Let's just get this whole area done. So we've gotten some work done here. That place is looking pretty neat. Trying to get a real good aerial view of this thing. And yeah, I actually do really like that. So we've gotten the whole thing in. We got the water fountain in, and we got all of the lamps in as well. And then even comes out to here and kind of spreads out. The path just kind of ends there as well. And I don't remember if I did this in a previous clip or not, but I changed this path a little bit, and it looks a little bit more rounded now, where it just shot off straight before. Much more rounded now. Like I said, I can't remember if that was in the previous clip or not, but yeah, I much prefer it this way. And anyway, we have got this whole thing all decorated up, or at least I should say all overgrown. So I could probably edit these hills as well, get rid of some of those flowers, because I don't have any flowers down there. Or at least I shouldn't have any flowers down there, I should say. I tried to remove all of them. But anyway, yeah, it is all looking pretty good. And I am very pleased that this place looks a little bit more complete now. If you think of how it looked before, it was very empty. Not super fond of it. Yeah, very derpy fountain here, actually. But totally works. So anyway, let's get back up in the air. Hello. Can we do it from the ground? Can we do it from the ground? There we go. So anyway, yeah, just take a look at the castle as a whole. That is super neat. We have all that there. Let's try to get another one going here. We have all that there. It comes back around here. We've got forest going around. I'm really super happy with this. Quidditch pitch down here, and now even this place over here looks like it links up as well. We should probably do something up here, actually. Now that I come to think about it, we probably shouldn't just leave it as is. And if we come up here, I thought about putting like a statue or something here, and I'm still thinking about what I should do there. Not 100% sure. Maybe a horse statue like the one I did last season. I had two of them actually at my base. I could put one of those there and just kind of be like, you know, Blast from the Past, just kind of making a reference to the first season. That could be pretty cool. Over here, maybe just do the same thing that I did down there. But we'll see. You know, I think I'll wait on that for a little while. But anyway, I do want to add just a little bit more. Whoa, okay, over here to Hogsmeade. Now, I didn't do any of the things like I said, like going back and putting in like sugarcane or wheat right up against the buildings. Just kind of left it as is, and somebody already had wheat in there, and I just left that. You know, that's all fine. But anyway, I do want to add something, and I have it over in a test world. Let's go over there and take a look at what it is. To those of y'all who are unfamiliar with this place, this is a build by Mr. Casperson. This is his Hogwarts project. Now, he built this to almost exactly replicate Hogwarts. My survival build is just taking inspiration from it and basically making a ton of allusions to it and trying to just kind of touch on looking like it enough so that you know what it is, but not so much that it would just be a straight knockoff. I still tried to make it my own, you know, and that block is a little bit out of place, isn't it? So anyway, this place is absolutely huge, and I've been here in previous episodes. This is where I get a lot of my inspiration for shapes of buildings, what buildings to do, and all of that, and it is pretty fantastic, really fun. I really encourage you to come in here and just kind of fly around. Yeah, there's a Quidditch pitch down there. Much bigger than the one I built, obviously. Absolutely fantastic. That's probably big enough where you could actually play on it. But anyway, apart from just the Hogwarts castle and the Hogwarts pitch down there, he has also done... Oh, can we get it? There we go. He has also done a part of this world to be Hogsmeade. And this is also kind of where I got the inspiration for Hogsmeade, however... Not really, you know. So this is obviously the wintry Hogsmeade, which I feel like is the only time you really ever see it. But it is fantastic. Now, I'm going to try to emulate some of these buildings. Now, I say some. I want to find one small one and build a couple different variations of it. Now, that's going to be pretty hard, I think, because most of these are really rather large. But I'd like something to fill in some of that area in Hogsmeade. So maybe this one. I know they're all very similar. But I'm thinking maybe this one, and then I'll try to like even it out a little bit, and maybe that tall. I'm not quite sure, but yeah, we'll see, because this is going to be quite the task to build it that large. I want to try to build a smaller version of it, But yeah, I'd like to get one of those in there and then just kind of dot a couple else around here. Now, when I downloaded this world, it was not quite done yet. As you see, there are a lot of things marked out that haven't yet been built. I believe these are probably where roads are going to go. And then maybe where he's got like the squares drawn out or the rectangles, whatever you want to call them. Those are probably where buildings are going to go. Not quite sure, but I did download this world quite a while ago, and it's potentially updated by now. Not 100% sure. This could be a good one also to try to emulate. That looks pretty small and pretty straightforward. So that'll probably be my go-to, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see what I can do to try to replicate this. Obviously, I'm not going to have all the snow on the top because it wouldn't fit in to our world, so I'm thinking probably maybe cobblestone or spruce wood could probably look pretty good, and maybe just use like a darker wood in here. Probably not using the nether brick. Probably gonna use something, yes, like something darker. Maybe the spruce wood would look better in there. Cobblestone I'll probably use. Stone brick I'll probably use, and I'll also try to get some dark oak logs in there. But yeah, I'm gonna have to play with it, that's for sure. For those of y'all that follow me on Twitter, you may have seen this image go out. Has been circulating a little bit. Got fairly a decent amount of likes, so I thought I would just kind of throw this into the game here. It was tweeted out by one of the Minecraft devs that this was a quote-unquote face reveal. It's kind of like a little prank / joke, whatever you want to call it. And somebody said this should be turned into a painting. So I went ahead and I made it into a painting and I added the background and tweeted it out. Pretty positive response to it, like I said. So I thought I would throw it into the game. Now, a little different from how I put it up on Twitter. When I put it up on Twitter, it was just the image. I went back afterward and added the frame to it before I stuck it into the game, just to keep it continuous with all the other paintings. Kind of a little novelty, not really very serious, but it does look pretty cool, I think. And I'm just going to keep it there for a little while. May take it out at some point. Like I said, it's just kind of a novelty. But anyway, if we come on up here, I think I may have misspoken in the past. I think I said the forest behind Hogwarts was done by Ethies, or was being worked on by Ethies, but that, if I had made that error, it is actually done by Coop Dizzle. And there's been a lot of work going on recently. More trees have been added, and as well, we've also got flowers, grass, some bushes. It looks super, super neat. I really like this. And yeah, like I said, this is done by Coop Dizzle. If I misspoke in the past, that is my bad. But yeah, we've even got some podzol groupings. I think that's supposed to look like mulch, probably, surrounding the trees. And then we've got the path here that goes through the lights overhanging. Man, this is super, super neat. And that really adds a lot to the area, because if we fly up here, it makes it... Uh-oh. Can we get up there? There we go. It makes it look so much more continuous. There we go. We've got the forest linking up to Ethies' place, and then it links right up into my place as well. This still needs to have something go on with it. But yeah, that's super neat. And then even over here, that forest links up to Rymenora's place. So all three of our bases are beginning to look a little bit more connected, which is absolutely fantastic. Now also, if we come on down here, remember we were working a few episodes ago on this river, just trying to make it a little bit more custom-like and make it look pretty good. Now let's see, how dark is this going to get down here? Okay, not too bad, but we were doing coarse dirt all the way around here. We were reshaping it and everything, and we only went up to right around here, I think is where I stopped. I think I stopped like right at the edge of that path, and then I came back and in some of my free time extended it all the way over to over here. So it took a lot. I just didn't have the resources in the past. Now I have them, and I might still do a little bit more work, maybe throw in some cobblestone in some of these places, and potentially still just dot some soul sand about. We'll see though. But anyway, that ends up all the way over here now. So it goes pretty much the entire stretch of the base, and then just kind of goes back to that old stuff out there. Still something going to be happening over here as well, not spoiled too much. But anyway, if we come on over here, and that I'll get to as well. But first off, let's head over here, because that is the big thing that we have done. There is a Hogsmeade house, and that is a heck of a lot of time right there. That was so hard for me to build, and I'm not quite sure why. Maybe just because I was like super concerned with getting the everything just right, and the roof is really what took a while. Just, it was kind of hard to maneuver around, but there it is. I am pretty proud of it. Now, if you're coming in on a boat out here, or if you're flying in, it's going to look pretty neat. There's nothing really special going on with it on the inside, but the outside I am pretty proud of. It fits in, it fills up the gap, and then it even starts linking over to this base, which is even more fantastic. Everything around here is becoming connected, and I absolutely love that. And if we can go on to the inside, but there really isn't too much happening. So front door over here, path just winds right up. We kind of modified that from before. And yeah, like I said, it's still grass on the inside. There's blotches of stuff everywhere. Oh, well, we didn't do that apparently. We got a big gaping hole right there. We'll have to take care of that. But anyway, that's actually going to be a chimney. So, oops, there's actually supposed to be 2 of them in there. There's going to be another one over there. I guess I just totally forgot that. Yep, there's a hole. There's a hole. Those will be chimneys. Okay, well, we'll take care of that in between episodes. My bad, didn't really pay attention to that. But anyway, let's take a look at the final thing that we have done. I had a lot of time outside of the episode that I was just kind of working on a lot of these small things. Nothing too exciting really, but if we come on up here, before it was just straight up grass and torches were everywhere. Now we've put in a path going along here. We've dotted up some of those extra blocks that we were using down there. Put some spruce trees up here. And then that is the storage for the farm underneath us. The path goes all the way through and then goes right on to over here. So these are now what we're using for lighting instead of the torches. Looks much, much better. That was a huge change in my opinion, and we're still probably going to do something with this hill as well. Not in this episode though, but at some point, maybe next episode, we're going to continue this thing going around the back here. We'll take those wood beams and we'll just dot them up there, and then we'll put the retaining wall and then just kind of close this off and make it all look separate from the base. So it can be as sloppy as we want it to be and really without any negative impact on the base. Because right now that doesn't look too great, just having a big stone wall on our left and then also having all of the torches dotted about it. But anyway, hopefully y'all have enjoyed. Go ahead and subscribe for more. Let's try to get an aerial view of the place. Go ahead and subscribe for more, and I'll see y'all next time.